Good morning, Soul Embodiment Tribe. Brigette Patton here with Soul Massages. And I have a really exciting message to share with all of you in regards to relationships. So over the past 10 years, I have been building my own protocol within my reality that relates to creating and mastering all of the energy and power that is available to us in this world. So about a year ago, I felt that I had gotten to a point where I knew that relationships needed to be looked at in a little bit different way. And I always hear people say, the most important thing in a relationship is communication. I hear people say that all the time. And I agreed to that statement for quite a while because I do believe that communication is very important. But when I dove a little bit deeper into communicating, I discovered that there's so many different ways that we do communicate. So it's not just the language that we're using. It's the body language. It's the emotion behind all of our actions and all of our words. So the most important thing in a relationship is actually emotion. And I'm going to kind of build this out for you a little bit so you can have an understanding of that. It doesn't matter what type of relationship that you have with another being, actually with your reality in general, it's all tied to our emotion. Our empathic abilities, our emotion, that is the energy and motion that is stored within our DNA that provides us with feedback. In the horse world, we talk about biofeedback, and that's the horse mirroring and reflecting what's happening inside of you back to you. Humans are no different. We do the same thing. We're just doing it unconsciously. Horses pick up on it really quickly, and they do it so well because they're a prey animal. It's for their survival to be able to mirror that back and to know what someone's intention is. And so the same thing in a relationship. Emotion is progress. Any type of emotion that you're experiencing with someone is going to make you stronger because what you're doing is you're co-creating through energy. And the more energetic emotion that you can navigate through a reality with someone else, the stronger it makes you. And for the past year, I've really been trying to figure out a protocol for this because I was like, how do I put this into words? How can I share this with people so that they can understand what it is to co-create with another person while honoring your individual self? And so over the last couple of days, it's really come forward. And this is why I'm sharing this message with you, because it's so exciting to understand the depth of wisdom that are carried within our emotions that I talk about all the time, but there's always another level, another little nugget of information that Spirit gives to just illuminate that path and that understanding. And so it doesn't matter what type of thing you think that you are splitting apart with someone because of. You know, I hear people talk about cheating and money and all kinds of things. But male or female, what divides the relationship is lack of emotion or lack of ability to navigate the emotions. And this is why there are so many movements out right now that are essentially illuminating emotions and that emotional connection. There's, attachment parenting, and there's emotional intelligence and leadership, where a lot of the leaders are coming in and they're learning how to lead empathically. Well, it's because that makes a stronger team. When you can solve a problem, and all a problem is an energy we don't understand and we're gaining wisdom on. So think about that for a second. A problem is just an energy we don't understand. That's it, to simplify it. And relationships are built on emotion. That is the structure, the foundation. And so This is why people that are in relationships that are traumatic, the reason why they stay is because they're receiving an emotion. And even if it's destroying that person's identity, they stay because there's an energetic and emotional connection. And that's why it's so important that we're demonstrating unconditional love for ourselves first, so we can do it for others, because that's how we really strengthen ourselves, is to be able to have these relationships and the grid work within humanity, where we've navigated all of these emotions, the grief and the anger and the sadness and all of the vibrations that we label. We navigate them, we get activated, and the other person walks beside us, and now we have that trust. Now we have faith in being able to solve a problem or learn new information based off of a sensation that is coming up within us. Now we learn to use it together. And when we can learn to use it together, you can only imagine what you can create when everybody is showing up 100% in their body for every emotion, and both of you can hold space no matter what the other one is going through, not taking it personally, not making it about something out here, and knowing that it wouldn't be coming up inside of you if it wasn't there in the first place. Every single emotion is a gift. And the ones that are uncomfortable, the ones that feel painful, it's us coming together within ourselves, because every single emotion carries wisdom far beyond our understanding. Every single thread carries all of the information from all of the sensations and feelings every human has felt all throughout history. You hear people talk about the Akashic records. When you feel, you access those when you don't make it about what's going on out here. And what I teach and communicate with you guys is in patterns and synchronicities and frequencies and vibrations. And I'm talking in this way to simplify, so that the patterns and structures that are ready to break apart out here, the illusion of the way we think things need to be, can fall away. Because we're meant to be illuminated. We're meant to come together in the most divine ways possible. But we have all of the uncomfortable emotions that are between us right now, because we're meant to navigate those together in a healthy way. And when I say in a healthy way, I mean we're not making it about ourselves. We're not making it about what's going on out here. We're making it about transcending a pattern so that we can reach our optimal potential on Earth. Humanity is way below what we need to be at, or what the potential that we actually have within us. We're way below it. And it's because it's time for us to be authentically ourselves and feel every single one of those sensations and fill them up and master them. We master the emotions by feeling them, not jumping out of our body and getting disassociated with it and disconnected from it because it's so uncomfortable. You sit in the emotion and you understand what spirit is saying to you. And then those emotions become no different than the high vibration emotions. You simply say, oh, I see, I'm breaking a pattern apart. And it's painful because it's destroying a part of myself that I'm emotionally attached to. The hormones and everything go with it. But the more you get used to it, the more you understand it, the more your brain can surrender it. And then the hormones shift. And now you've transcended that emotion. You've transcended that thread. So the one last thing I want to talk about is the threads are basically the law of polarity. So understanding that every emotion, there's no good or bad, there's no right or wrong emotion. Every single thing is one end of the spectrum or the other. So you can't go all the way over here with your emotion if you haven't gone this deep and felt the root of where that emotion began. It's a beautiful gift to feel all of the emotions. They all carry a very important message. And to navigate through them together with another human being, that's what bonds us together and transcends lifetimes. It impacts us for eternity. It's beautiful. So when you guys are ready to move forward with this, I am here. I'm putting the sign out there. Join me on this mission. I love you guys all so very much. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video.